Okay, thanks for joining us, ladies.
One sec. It'll just take me one moment to get it set up on the Facebook Live.
And if you do have any questions at all tonight, feel free to pop them into the chat, or we will have a little bit of time at the end for questions.
Do you see the screen there?
Yeah.
It's not letting me choose the group, which is weird, hey? Oh, wait, maybe. No. We might not be able to do that.
Okay, well, we can post the video after, Jen.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll have to do.
Oh, no, it says share on your own timeline, or that's where you were?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
where.
let's just post the video after.
Okay. Well, let me go into here. All right, we will get started here. All right, so first I'm going to jump in first and introduce Megan to you guys. So you see, Megan is here. Megan's been with Epicure for 8 years this month. Holy cow, I can't believe that we've been working together for 8 years.
I know.
So lots of different memories have been made with us for sure. When Megan first started, she was a full-time university student and working full-time. Talk about a woman who knows how to get stuff done and be super organized and knows how to prioritize her time. So she lives in Alberta in Spruce Grove with her husband, Cody, and her 2 little kitties, Jasper and Nyla, and is working full-time right now as a HR manager in the healthcare field, and is also a senior director with Epicure, which is in our upper level directorship. So she's here with me today. I'm super excited to be working alongside her to be sharing all this great information with you.
Yeah, and pardon me. I am excited to be working with Jen Laurie and introduce you to her. She's our incredible executive director in our organization. She was my Epicure consultant when I was a customer and took such good care of me that she inspired me to join Epicure as well and work directly with her. So I know she's been with Epicure for over 10 years. And as she said, we've been working together for the past 8 years. Jen lives in Edmonton, Alberta with her husband, Mark, and their 4 kids. I think they're all teenagers now too, Jen, or pretty close.
Yeah.
And Jen is also a big animal lover. She's got 3 dogs, I think 2 cats, a bird, some sugar gliders, and I'm sure other animals.
Laurie.
I'm sure I missed something, but and I think something we both have in common is that we both love good food and having fun. And that's been something that Epicure has allowed us to share together. So we're excited to share that with you today.
Yes, and really Epicure is so much about the good food. Hey, Megan?
Yes, it is. So we're a food company in the direct sales channel. So we share our products person to person through cooking classes, whether that's in person or right now, of course, we're leveraging virtual cooking classes quite a bit. We focus on clean ingredients and just really helping people save time, save money, and save their health.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you guys probably are here because you already know the product and probably love it. So put it in the chat if you are here because you're already familiar with the product and are already using it and loving it, or maybe you just discovered it recently and that is what attracted you in at first. Curious to see if that is you. So first thing I wanted to share about is that often what we find is that people join Epicure for the product discount. I myself, having a family of 6, that is the initial reason why I wanted to start a business with Epicure, is because I wanted to take advantage of the discount. I knew that like 18 years of feeding these kids was going to be a lot of meals. And I just saw when I first started using Epicure, I saw incredible health changes within myself, within my family, just by taking out all the additives and preservatives and the all of the things that just cause illness in our bodies and extra inflammation. And that really is what solidified it for me. And then, when I started with Epicure, I really just wanted the discount. But what I found is I was telling everyone about it because it was changing my life. It was helping me so much. I was seeing significant health improvements. I was seeing so much benefit that I couldn't help but share it with other people. And so that's kind of how it began for me, is I just really wanted to share it because I believe that everybody is better off with Epicure in their kitchen. I truly 100% believe that in some way, shape, or form, because Epicure can be many things to many different people, people are better off with it in their kitchen. So I am just on this mission to show people how great it is. And I know a lot of people come in for different reasons. And though I just want you to know that no matter if you are here because you just want that discount, or maybe you just want to share it with a handful of friends because you've fallen in love with it, or maybe you want to create a significant income with it, no matter what you want out of it, there's a place for you here at Epicure. And we just embrace whatever you want it to be. And as the leaders in our organization, we support you where you're at and just help you get the most out of what you want with your business.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jen. And it's so easy to share because we all eat, right? Like it's not a limited market or limited to one person or one type of demographic. It's food is something we all have in common, which makes it really easy to talk about that way. So flexibility is something, like as Jen mentioned earlier, I started when I was a full-time student and also a full-time employee of a business. And I was also traveling a lot in my job. So flexibility is really what allowed it to turn into something more than just a discount for me, because being a student is quite expensive when you're paying for tuition and textbooks and everything like that. So I really had a need to earn extra income to pay for those expenses. I got engaged. I had a wedding to pay for all of a sudden. But working full time and going to school, there was really no second job I could take on that would be as flexible as Epicure was for me. If I got a job in a retail store or anything like that, I would have to work shifts, and that just wasn't. So I loved that I was in control of my schedule and could work when it worked for me, and earn that extra income that I really needed at the time. And I mean, I think everyone needs extra income, no matter kind of what your goals are. It just happens that my goals have changed over time, and that flexibility is still really important to me now as I've built my career. Oh, yeah.
So we wanted to share a little bit about our community because we believe that we have an amazing team. We love to collaborate. So we have a leadership team of 25 leaders that collaborate and share. And we work together to train new consultants. We work together to support consultants. We have fun team events. We create friendships and partnerships and running buddies and all kinds of everything in between. So we have lots of fun together. And especially when we get the opportunity to travel together and see each other in person. I can't wait to be able to attend a conference again and be able to be in person with people. We also have fun local team events and other things. We celebrate everything. Every little milestone, you are going to have people cheering you on. You're going to have people you don't even know cheering you on because we just love to lift each other up and support one another. And we believe that there's room for everybody to grow. And when we cheer each other on, we just bring everybody to the top, and we want to bring everyone to the top together because it's so much fun. It is really fun community because you get to choose who you work with, which is super awesome, right? Super fun. Now, you're going to talk about the fast start, right, Megan?
Yeah, so everyone who starts with Epicure starts in our Fast Start program. And that's a great program for just your first 90 days to try it out. We've built in a lot of really generous bonuses and opportunities to even earn back the cost of your kit at the halfway point in your Fast Start program. So it's a good, really like no risk opportunity to just see if it's for you. And if it's not for you after that 90 days, then we always say you can eat your kit and burn the manual and, just go back to being a happy customer and host. But that's really can also just be the beginning of your career with Epicure. Jen is a great example. She's someone who has built a 6-figure income with Epicure and works it full-time, but doesn't even work full-time hours, and was able to retire her husband at 41. And her husband, are able to live this incredibly flexible life at home with their 4 kids. And that's just one example of what's possible with Epicure. And, it just starts with your fast start.
That's right. It does. It starts with the fast start. We are super excited. It's actually a new program. So you're super lucky to be coming in at a time that it is available for you to leverage.
Yeah. And, earlier I talked about how the flexibility kind of allowed me to build a part-time job with Epicure. And a big part of that is because we're able to work it as a mobile business. So again, for me, I traveled a lot for work at the time. Now I travel, well, at one point I traveled a lot for leisure, not so much right now, but we call it a laptop lifestyle. I would even argue and say it's like a phone lifestyle because I work the majority of my business from my phone, connecting with customers, through social media, through messages, through calling them. So, because of the technology that we have, it's really easy to make those connections and follow up that way. So much so that, I've even been able to do little Facebook Live cooking demos in campgrounds. I took a course in Spain a few years ago for 5 weeks, so I didn't have to put my business on pause while I was doing that. I'm still able to keep it going. So again, that flexibility is key for me.
Yes. And for me, that flexibility allows me to having 4 kids. I want to spend I live in Edmonton. It's cold most of the year. In summer, I want to be outside every day the sun is shining, and I get to be outside every afternoon all summer long. And I think that is, I think everyone would love that if they had the opportunity to do that. And if that was a reality for them. And, just to wake up in the morning and choose what you want to do. So yes, having that laptop lifestyle where you take your business wherever you want to go and work it into the pockets of your day, it's amazing.
Yeah. And another part of the business very near and dear to my heart, I already told you how much I love to travel, and Epicure gives us quite a few ways to do that as well. So one, we have various conferences and events that you can choose to go to. We actually just had a conference about a month ago. It was virtual this time, but we're looking forward to our next conference next year in Niagara Falls. If you haven't been there before, it is gorgeous. We are also working towards an incentive trip right now to the Mayan Riviera. And what I love is that everybody has the opportunity to earn these incentive trips. Jen and I went on a trip to Portugal together a couple years ago. Jen, I think, has been on over 10 incentive trips with Epicure, all expenses paid. It's not just like, the top 3 people in the company earn it. There's been sometimes over 60 people on these trips. It's everybody who meets the criteria earns them, and the criteria is usually very achievable. We just have to do our jobs and do it consistently. And then also like through the extra income that we earn, that gives us opportunities to, create that flexibility and take our family on trips too, which lots of us do.
Yes, actually, the very first trip that I was able to take with my family was paid for by Epicure, and my husband was working full time, and I had just started with Epicure. I was only about a year into Epicure, and I actually surprised my husband with a trip, and we took all 4 kids to Mexico, and he didn't even know about it. And it was so exciting to be able to, like, being a stay-at-home mom at the time, it was so exciting to be able to contribute in that way and be able to create those memories for my family.
Yeah.
So really, we call this an epic life. Why do we call this an epic life? Because you really get to create the best life for you and your family and your community, because you have this incredible opportunity to share the gift with others, whether it's the gift of good food, the gift of a business opportunity for themselves, the gift of free products as a host. We get to live in a way that we are giving back and really creating purpose. So we would love for you to uh, go back to the consultant who invited you and ask any extra questions that you might have. We are going to drop some posts over the next half hour. We're going to be dropping some posts into the group with all kinds of detailed information. So if you're one of those people that loves to read the details, stay tuned for those posts, and then bring your questions to the consultant who invited you here today, and they will be happy to find any answers for you or to answer your questions and to help you get started right away. It is super fast and easy. It's just a matter of getting you registered online. It takes about 5 minutes, and then we get you set up and your website goes live immediately. So you can literally start making money right away. And the leader of your team will set you up and help you launch your business off and get it off and running right away. Now I'm just gonna stop record for a minute, and then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity